When did you realize your entire family was in on something horrifying? My family required every girl to get pregnant by a stranger at exactly 16 years old and give the baby to my infertile aunt. This was as a gift of love to prove our devotion to family above self. I grew up thinking Aunt Catherine's 7 children looked nothing alike because genetics were funny that way. My cousin Sierra's baby looked just like her. My cousin Rachel's twins had her exact nose. But we weren't supposed to notice things like that. Catherine had suffered 12 miscarriages before God blessed her with a different plan. At least that's how my ultra-religious family explained why every girl in our family got pregnant at 16, and then their babies mysteriously became Catherine's miracles. They called it the family covenant. My older cousins were treated like heroes after their service. They got cars, college funds, freedom. All they had to do was sacrifice 9 months and a baby they'd never hold again. Catherine would raise her children while the real mothers pretended to be loving cousins. Everyone played along. On my 16th birthday, instead of a sweet 16 party, I got a fertility tracker and a list. These are the approved fathers, Catherine explained, sliding the paper across her kitchen table. Good Christian men from our church who understand their role in God's plan. I've already spoken with them about their blessed duty. The list had 15 names, ages 19 to 35, all married, all with that same dead look in their eyes that the men in our church got when they'd been chosen for a higher purpose. You have 3 months to conceive naturally, Catherine continued, her mood swinging from syrupy sweet to ice cold, a pattern I'd noticed but no one acknowledged. If unsuccessful, we'll assist you at the retreat. Remember, this is your gift of love to the family. The retreat was a cabin in Montana where difficult girls were sent. My cousin Lily went there, came back pregnant and silent. My mother drove me to my first meeting the next week, parked outside the Marriott while I went to room 302. The man was 28, smelled like cigarettes, kept calling me blessed vessel. I threw up in his bathroom and ran. You're being selfish, Mom said. Catherine has given everything. Is one baby too much to ask? They monitored everything after that. My periods, ovulation, weight. Catherine called daily, voice shifting between manic excitement and crushing disappointment. She'd already decorated a nursery. 2 months in, after 6 failed meetings, they got desperate. Started drugging my juice at family dinners. I'd wake up in strange beds with my dress unzipped, no memory of getting there. That's when I ran to my school counselor, showed her the list, the fertility charts, the bruises from the IVs. She called CPS immediately. The social worker helped me file for emancipation, got me into a shelter. But when CPS interviewed my family, all 32 relatives had the same story. I was mentally unstable, attention-seeking, making up lies about their loving support system. The case was flagged as unsubstantiated. Then the test came back positive. The last meeting had worked. Catherine sued for custody before I even started showing. Claimed I'd signed a spiritual contract to surrender the baby. My entire family testified against me, swearing I'd begged Catherine to raise my baby because I was homeless and delusional. Her lawyer produced a forged contract. Medical records showing Catherine had been preparing to lactate. Character witnesses calling her a saint. The judge seemed sympathetic to their established family traditions. Catherine was winning. My lawyer warned me to prepare for the worst. The guardian ad litem recommended shared custody with Catherine as primary caregiver. They'd scheduled the final ruling when Catherine would get my baby. During that final hearing, I was 7 months pregnant. The judge was reading his decision, granting Catherine primary custody, when I started crying. You're stealing her gift of love, Catherine screamed, lunging across the courtroom. God promised me this child in a vision. It's mine. She grabbed surgical scissors from the evidence table and came at my belly. I'll take what God promised. Your gift of love to me. Security cameras caught everything. Her trying to cut my baby out while screaming about taking what's mine. My family sitting frozen, finally seeing what I'd seen all along. The judge diving under his bench. 3 bailiffs restrained her while she shrieked about God's plan, about the gifts of love she deserved, about the babies promised to her in dreams. Catherine was institutionalized, bipolar disorder with religious psychosis, the 7 children she'd been raising, DNA tests ordered, all returned to their birth mothers. The judge reversed everything, granted me full custody and restraining orders against all 32 family members who'd chosen Catherine's delusions over their own daughters.